Guys, the last video that we watched was actually pretty good, bro, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm back on Bizarrebub again with another one, bro. And if you haven't seen the last video, you should go watch it. It was a good video and whatnot. I think you'll like it. Anyways, for today, I got y'all with a Scary Cop V109 or 110. Since last time we watched 108. So, what will it be, huh? What will it be? What's that, itsmenicksmithy? Whatever you want, daddy? You don't have to say that to me. Chat, please. Stop. I know I'm your dad, but stop.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm not your dad. You don't have a dad. Nobody loves you, so get over it. Let's go ahead and, let's just do, V109. Oh, don't be all sad that I said that to you. My gosh. Get over it. Get over it!
On November 14 of 2025, a small family rents out an Airbnb for a few days, unaware that they would encounter something very unsettling while staying there. They had booked the place in advance for an upcoming wedding that was out of town, so staying here made sense. But one night, after coming back from walking their dog, this happens.
We were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard...
Okay, why is your dog just like... statue sitting on the steps like that? That boy's not even moving, let alone breathing. Like, bro, he's like not even moving, bro. Is he like scared or something? The bead curtain. Oh, that stuff is moving. Don't mind my dog, she does this a lot. Is your dog paralyzed by chance? Cause like you might want to, you know, get that checked out. Dude, what is that? I think the ghost is right in front of you. I think it's trying to lead you somewhere in your house. You know? Your dog is still there.
Somehow, the leash on her dog's collar suddenly jolts up in a quick motion before wrapping itself around her dog. It just flings up as if someone had chucked it upwards.
Okay.
But clearly, no one is seen on the stairs to have done
that. Is not supposed to happen to a leash. I don't know if y'all know how gravity works, but that kind of goes against all the laws of gravity.
That, which is very odd considering that just moments ago, this was heard. Now, Sydney, who recorded this video, was just as baffled as the Airbnb host who received this video from her. But this wouldn't be the only video she sends, because the next day, while placing the leash on the stairs to see if it would jump again, this is captured.
Okay, so this is the leash.
No, don't tell me it moves again, because that would just be like an actual problem. Bro, whoever put these rugs on the stairs did a terrible job.
Again.
That's just like a basic rug.
I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something. Every single day.
I think the ghost is under the rug.
Although the leash doesn't move this time, her dog goes ahead and does this. For some reason, it's at the same time the leash is on the steps that her dog begins to search for something. But like before, nothing appears to be there. Sydney even checks the rug to see if anything on or under it was making her dog behave this way. But still, nothing. However, there's something in this video that's worth pointing out.
And what's that?
A detail that appears in other videos that Sydney recorded of her dog. Watch closely.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs.
Okay.
So here's another clip that I got of her doing it. Walk over and see her. And
bro, your dog with the stairs is actually probably the creepiest part of this video. Why does your dog stand so still on the stairs?
she was so locked into this.
Now, if you didn't notice, in
She
each
is
video,
locked in, right?
Sydney's dog is always around a certain area of the stairs. It's always the middle or lower half of the steps, but never the top. If it wasn't for this detail, Sydney would not have realized this.
So I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here.
Don't tell me that there's like a secret passage.
So,
No, don't tell me there's a secret
just
passage.
found
That would be so cool and
door
terrifying.
back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but
It's what's in the stairs. There's a secret passage.
the door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs, like what I initially
It's what's in the stairs.
thought. I think it's what's below.
Considering that the space is on the ground, it explains why her dog is never seen on top. She seems to be sensing something that's in this room.
Bro.
But the question is,
Hey, y'all let me record this whole video with my hair like this? Alright, we're good. Yeah.
what exactly is she sensing? Wanting to find out, Sydney and her sister probe around the space to see what it might be that's inside. But during this moment, while recording, they capture this.
What do they capture?
This is the switch. You guys can see their light is on right there. I wonder if it's...
No, stop.
Just maybe there's something right behind the door.
Wait, what just happened? What just happened?
Almost immediately after Sydney pulls out her phone, the doorknob suddenly turns.
Oh, that
Although
that was that doorknob? That was loud. I thought it was the one behind them.
no one was seen on the other side, the door handle moves as if held from the other end. Now Sydney was under the impression that a person had turned the knob, so they reach out to the Airbnb host and ask if anyone else is renting the place.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb and hold on, let me turn asking like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
After finding out that no one else is inside, Sydney concludes that what happened that night wasn't a case of someone co-renting the house, but rather another paranormal occurrence. To her,
Bro,
this is much
screw
preferable
that.
over having a stranger inside the house. But despite being at ease now, knowing that it's not a person, the doorknob incident still baffles her. This is so, especially given that it still moves now and then.
Yeah. Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
No way. Bro, that ghost is living for free and they're paying for that place. Oh, wait. I feel like they're gonna catch it. Now the ghost is too smart. He knows y'all got a camera, bro. That's how it works, bro. They're smart individuals. What the fudge? Okay, wait. Wait for it. It gets worse? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's stairs under there. There's stairs.
As it turns out, this room was actually a basement. Out of nowhere, the phone gets yanked inside before tumbling down the steps and landing on its face. But it's before it tumbles that something weird happens. If you
Wait,
didn't
it was tumbling down the stairs. I thought somebody was picking it up and like throwing it.
notice, the
But
phone
that is
moves on its
weird.
own again before falling down.
This part is weird.
But of course, the strangest part is when the phone somehow lifts itself. Neither Sydney nor the Airbnb host could explain this. It just rises up before falling back with
No,
no
because
footsteps
like, did you not get like a free stay after that?
around to suggest that someone was there. It's no wonder why many see this as being paranormal. To Sydney and her sister, that's exactly the case. Whatever had been inside did not seem to like their intrusion, from the leash moving on its own to the phone being pulled inside. It currently remains unknown as to what exactly occurred here, but as with all videos, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural took place.
I would not stay
As
there
always.
again, bro. I'd ask for at least a discount after having to deal with that. Are you kidding? Number 5.
Now, the following video was recorded by a grandmother who lives alone with her dog and 2 cats. However, it appears that her pets aren't the only ones keeping her company, because according to her, there's something in her house
Oh,
that
for
won't
real?
leave her alone.
В зеркале было отражение чего-то не очень непонятного на видео. Я вам всем докажу.
According to Polina, last night she recorded a video of something that appeared in her bedroom. It showed up in the same spot where it often appears, around the mirror. She's been trying to get it on camera as her family believes it's nothing. They believe it's her old age that's making her see things.
Oh.
But after watching this video, they're not so sure now if that's the case.
Bro, that must suck, bro. Being like old and people start to think you're just going crazy, but in reality, you were actually dealing with something.
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи отсюда.
Oh, you tell him,
Уходи из
Grandma.
моего дома. Уходи.
Okay.
Я тебя не боюсь.
That's right, you tell him. Is it inside the mirror or something? Hey, yo, not the grippers. For
Уходи
free?
отсюда. Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь.
Oh, heck to the no.
Уходи. Уходи, я сказала. Уходи отсюда. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
Bro, these ghosts be having way too much fun
After
nowadays.
Polina realizes
This is
that
a
what
problem.
she'd seen wasn't there, she catches sight of this.
Chat, we should
A
boycott.
dangling ornament beneath the lamp, moving on its own.
That's weird.
However,
Like, how it couldn't
wasn't
do
just
that.
swaying back and forth as one would expect. It was curving upwards in a strange manner that neither a draft or wind current could cause. Now, whatever happened that night is something that remains uncertain. In either case, whether paranormal or not, just seeing this out of nowhere is unsettling.
Ugh.
But one night, Polina decides to record again because apparently she saw the same figure hiding inside her fireplace.
No. No, 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 no. Why are you Wait, what is going on? That just looks like a bunch of blobs. Bro, what is this quality? Why is it so staticky inside that fireplace?
Like something out of a nightmare, what looks like a head suddenly appears in the fireplace. And the freakiest part is that it shows itself right when Polina starts to get close.
No, but be
It's
so
as
for
if
real.
Whatever this was
Well, bro, be so for real. This quality is so bad. How can you even tell that that's anything?
had realized she was approaching. Understandably, she was freaked out by this, but more so after going back to the space and seeing the fireplace completely empty now. Like before, what she saw initially is now gone. Now currently, no new videos have been shared by Polina, whether supernatural or something else. These 2 clips are without a doubt pretty terrifying.
That one is terrifying. The other one, what were we even looking at? Like, come on now. Number 4.
Now the following video comes from a young mother named Akina, and ever since having her first child, she's been posting numerous videos of her baby boy. It's her first child, so it makes sense that she would want to capture every moment involving her son Ponko. From the time he was born to the moment he got his first playpen, Akina has been sharing lots of memories involving Ponko on her page.
Okay.
However, not every moment has been shared online, and for good reason. On January 29th of 2024, at around 2:30 in the morning, Akina was dead asleep when she suddenly woke up to something in her bedroom. Thankfully, little Pongo was unaware of what was happening because during this moment, something pretty frightening happened. The following is what was caught. Take a look.
Yo, Yo, what? Oh, heck no. Why would you close the door like that? Oh my god. Is that not Ponko? Is that not Ponko? I mean Ponko's mom? Is that not Ponko's mommy? What is happening? Dude, where did Ponko's mom go? Like, bro, you just left your baby in there. I feel like something bad's about to happen. Why are we screaming? Why are we acting weird? Also, the lady who opened the door kind of had a shirt like this, right? Wasn't it kind of like that? I'm kind of confused. What are we watching? I thought something scary was about to happen. I think it's just scary because there's scary music. What did you see? What did you see? Tell us.
It's no wonder why Akina didn't want to share this video initially. Now, besides the fact that the door opens and closes all by itself, there's something Akina mentions that makes this whole video even more terrifying.
So what does she
According
mention?
to her, at this moment, she had seen a figure standing at the doorway which looked a lot like her husband.
No.
But the weird part about this is that her husband had not come home from work yet. It was only a few hours before he came back. But strangely, to Akina, he was there, just staring at her from a distance. Now clearly, no one is there. However, if you listen closely to the audio, you can hear Akina's security alarm going off as though someone entered the house. It's for this reason she leaves the room to turn it off and to chase her husband, who was walking away at this point. But it's from this moment that things start to get creepier, because not long after, Akina acts strange. From standing motionless
Yeah, I
at
thought
the
that was
door
her shirt.
to quickly
Okay.
coming in and sitting down in a rigid manner, it's almost as if Akina was someone else. But as it turns out, she was just scared, because after heading downstairs to see where her husband had gone, she saw that all the lights were still off and the door still locked. Her husband, as it seems, was not home yet. Freaked out, she heads back up and sits down while trying to figure out what just happened. If he wasn't home, then who was?
That's so
She continues
weird.
to replay this moment in her head, despite occurring a while ago. But until it's figured out what happened, she'll continue to keep this video up on her page while sharing more videos of her son. For now, this occurrence remains a mystery.
Okay. That makes more sense then, because I was like, bro, I thought that was her at the door. And then she comes back in, so she was just spooked. No, but why did the door originally open up, and why did the freaking alarm go off? We need answers to these questions. Number 3.
In this next video, a mother had recently shared a clip that freaked her out after noticing what was in it. One day, while looking at her security cameras, Adrian Dakota notices something inside her living room, but more specifically, around her child's playpen.
Oh, yeah?
She wasn't sure as to what she was seeing, so she zooms in and replays the video to check. It goes without saying, but what she saw continues to keep her up at night.
Okay.
Now, it's important to note that before this incident, Adrian had already been documenting strange things around her house. And for some reason, these occurrences had something to do with her children's toys.
Oh, yeah, like what? Toy is going off again? Okay. I have one of those. Huh? Like my daughter has one of those toys. Not me. not me personally, but my daughter has one of those toys, and I can tell you right now, those suckers go off whenever. If you leave them on, they really do go off whenever. Wait, do I have ghosts in my house?
Yep.
Wait, are these not supposed to be going off all the time?
Nope.
Okay, it literally just be like that. That always be happening, bro.
Now, it might be easy to write this
I
off
thought that
as
was
being
normal,
just a
no?
glitch or a toy that's starting to malfunction, but what's strange is that this was happening day after day, one toy turning on after another.
Chad, is my house
and that's
haunted?
without mentioning that during this time, Adrian's daughter had an imaginary friend who she said was very tall. Now, keep this imaginary friend in mind because this detail becomes important much later in the video she recently posted. The reason why she was so freaked out by the toys turning on was because prior to this, her daughter kept mentioning this imaginary friend. And apparently, this so-called friend would show up in places where her daughter said it was, usually inside the house, near the toys. Adrian was so frightened by this, but more so by this video, because according to her, while taking care of her second child in another room, something terrifying appears in her living room. This is what she caught.
Is my daughter's imaginary friend haunting us? Uh-oh. It looks like something's moving. Oh, that was the dog. I was looking at the dogs over here. Something was moving. Yeah, it looked like this was moving, but... Yo, what is that? Oh, heck no. That's not one of the dogs?
To Adrian, it appears that someone or something peeks out from behind her baby's playpen. Thankfully, her child wasn't in there during this moment.
It looks like two
But
dogs,
strangely,
though.
even though no baby was occupying it, the figure itself looks like one. Whether it's just pareidolia or not, it's obvious that something is there.
That actually is kind of weird.
Considering that a bowl just fell off the shelf with no apparent cause, Adrian can't help but wonder if whatever this was had been responsible.
Hold on. I need to know how many dogs they got, though. Because they have, like, 2 dogs right here. Is that just a third dog or a cat or something?
For the other occurrences before. It is strange how each occurrence involves one of her children's things. Whether it's their toys or their small play enclosure, something unexplainable happens around them. This, of course, brings up the question, could this have been the supposed imaginary friend her daughter had previously mentioned? Or might this be something else entirely?
Better not be.
Currently, and unfortunately, there is yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Okay, but why did something just fall off the shelf over here? That's the biggest question. Okay. Number 2.
Now, the following video was submitted to me by Ariane B, who writes that she took this video during a school field trip to the Philippines. It was 2010 when she recorded this, so understandably, the quality isn't that good. But
okay, we're talking about 2010 quality. Bro, all these videos look like they were filmed in 2010. Be so for real. Like, now we're going to talk about the quality not being great.
On a cheap cell phone, she was able to capture something pretty noticeable on camera. And of course, what she notices is pretty creepy. According to her, she was taking a tour of an old fortress where many soldiers had lost their lives. This fortress is known as Fort Mills, and the section of this fort that Ariane was touring is known as Battery Grubs, a section where both Filipino and American soldiers had sacrificed their lives while defending against invading forces in 1942. While touring Battery Grubs, Ariane captures this.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. Because everything's a blob. Oh, is that the thing up here? Is that the... Yeah. Okay, it does look like something peeked out of the top.
Now, it's been 15 years since this video was taken, and Ariane hadn't realized what was captured until rewatching this footage recently. On the upper level of this barrack, there appears to be something moving, but it doesn't look like a tourist who was just wandering. Rather, it looks like a moving blurb that disappears in an instant. Now, of course, given the camera's low quality, this might have just been a camera artifact, or in other words, a visual glitch. But it's worth noting that this...
Now, what if it was somebody who was just doing burpees? Like, they were just jumping up and down, you know? That was their last one.
What?
She was just coming around the corner on their very last rep, and then they just laid down.
No.
Something like that, I don't know.
only appears once throughout the entire video. Never again do we see anything like this afterward, suggesting that maybe this wasn't the camera acting up, but instead something that was actually there.
I mean, they hop up pretty quick and just go right back
This
down.
was most likely the spirit of one of the soldiers who passed away during battle here.
No way. You think
Perhaps
so?
this is them still living out the same scenario that played out during 1942, unaware that they're no longer alive. It's a sad thought, but nevertheless, this footage creeps out Ariane. So then, just what exactly was caught on camera at this fort?
I don't know. Number one.
Now, it's often the case that videos on the paranormal take place inside a home. It's usually the setting that makes small disturbances feel twice as scary, but the same can be said for any place where something that shouldn't occur happens. Such is the case in this next video, where a group of Philippine students had caught something on camera inside an empty restroom, but as you'll see, it definitely wasn't. Take a look.
Okay. Restroom stall opens. Bro, ghosts have to use the bathroom too, you know? Like, why do we be acting like they don't gotta go to potty, you know? What the fuck? Okay, that ghost is not going to the potty. Somebody take away the toys that ghost is using in the stall. Why did she just... Pause.
Out of nowhere,
Looks a little
the
freaky.
sound of a child crying emanates from inside the
I wouldn't say that was a child.
restroom. But the thing is, they're nowhere to be seen. The only thing that is seen are the empty stalls where just moments ago, the door to one of them began to open on its own. But even without seeing this, the voice alone is pretty unnerving.
That is not a child. That doesn't even sound like a child at all, bro.
It's enough to make anyone just run away. Now, very little info is available on this clip, but what was captured is just one instance of something supernatural that occurred here. This school is said to be haunted. So then, was a ghost caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
I don't know, man. But whatever it is, it sounds a little unusual.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you have
I definitely did not enjoy that one. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was actually a good video, all right? It wasn't too bad and whatnot. But last one, dude, that was like a grown woman. Like, be so for real, bro. You can literally just tell by the tone of voice. Like, what? Actually, it might have just been me. Chat, what if it was just me in disguise in that video? I was just like sitting in one of the stalls like, you'll never know. You'll never know. Anyways, look, I appreciate y'all watching, all right? Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications allowed for all. Go watch all my past videos, bro, if you want something to do right now. Because trust me, they're good and nice videos. I will see you guys later, all right? Peace out. Restroom stall opens. Bro, ghosts have to use the bathroom too, you know? Like, why do we be acting like they don't gotta go to potty? You know? What the fuck? Okay, that ghost is not going to the potty. Somebody take away the toys that ghost is using.